If you have been keeping up with the channel, though there hasn't been much to keep up with recently, you'll know that during most live streams in the last few months, we have been trying to ace all of our tier 8 heavy tanks in our garage. And we've been doing fairly well. I think we've gotten maybe a dozen or so done in about 3 live streams, 2 or 3 live streams. It's not terrible. Maybe a few more done, I'm not sure. But today we're going to be looking at some of those highlights. I've got 2 replays for you, one in the 53 TP and the other in the Mercenary Rhino tank. And this is a big game you're going to see here with the 53 TP, the biggest game I've ever had in the 53 TP, and probably the biggest game I'm ever going to have because the tank is now retired. I do not like it. And the game in the Rhino is even bigger, so stay tuned for that. But the 53 TP, I think it's just an inferior T-34. The American T-34 used to be... this used to be kind of different because it had the 420 alpha damage. But now this tank has... Or should I say the T-34 also has 420 alpha damage. Okay? So basically the same gun on both these tanks. Very unfortunate. Meanwhile, the T-34 just has better penetration, better gun handling, better gun depression, better turret armor. It's just, frankly, to me, a better vehicle than this one is. It does its job, and it knows its job, and it does it well. This thing is worse. It doesn't have a great upper hull. It doesn't have great side armor. Its front-mounted turret makes it so you can't side-scrape very well. It doesn't have as much gun depression, and it just makes it hard sometimes. But this is a tech tree tank, right? This one is tech tree. It's free. You don't spend money on it. And so you would hope, that maybe tech tree tanks would be better. They're not. Tech tree tanks are inferior, and the T-34 is buffed to the point where it's just better. But that's just a little bit of history and why I'm not a fan of this tank. But you're going to see just what this tank can do sometimes. And that is, it has a little bit more mobility. Actually, it's got much more mobility than the T-34 has. The T-34 struggles moving around the battlefield quickly. It doesn't turn very quickly. It doesn't accelerate very quickly. It only goes 35. This thing, I believe, goes 50. There we go. We're baiting with the front of our tank, and he falls for it. Put it straight through his lower plate. And we've got to make a decision here as we are starting to get surrounded, and I noticed that, so I'm going to try to put a shell in here. But this VK is beelining straight for me. So we're going to put 1 shell into that guy, and we're going to flee. We're loading up our gold rounds. We're going to need them, I think, for this VK, this KB5, and anyone else coming after us. And so we are going to make like a tree and leave here. Going to take a hit in the back by the VK, probably. I'm angling my butt. He hits me in the turret, and he bounces off. We fire at that T-34 black, T-34 3 black. We missed him. He pens us. Funny that the T-34 3 with less penetration pens us, while the black, oh, that was a weird jump in the thing. Meanwhile, the VK bounces off, and now this Ragnarok charges us with just 2 shells. I think bounces them both, and is now dead. There's 1. Who else wants some of this? We're up to 2,900 damage already. I would be ecstatic about this game. I'd be like, okay, that's enough. And I'm trying to climb back up. I don't know if there's a way or not. It doesn't look like it, at least the way I've tried. It's very steep, very soft terrain. But I don't think I'm quite ready to leave this high ground advantage just yet. And lo and behold, here comes the VK. He bounces off of our turret again. We put 1 into his cupola. He's probably not too thrilled about that, to the point where he actually just gives up here. He's like, okay, fine. I'm coming to crush you! Ah! Underbelly. And he's dead. Just like that. I think we do have better DPM in this than the T-34. Like, what is our reload? 10.1 seconds. I think that's a little bit better than the T-34. And so that's another plus that this thing has. We wouldn't have reloaded in time there to shoot him before he came up and over, but we wanted to put ourselves in that kind of a position anyway, so it is what it is. Put a shell into this CC, 3,800 damage, done. AT-15, will he pick up the kill? AT-15 is bouncing off of him. They're bouncing off of each other, so we decided to pick it up. We're up to 4 kills, and we're not done yet with 4,005. Ooh, it's a sign. 4,005 damage done. 2,000 damage blocked, more damage than I think I had really blocked in this tank as well. Put a shell into that guy. It flies true, and we hit him. Very cool. AT-15 going for the kill. Will he get him? Not sure, but No problem. We're gonna shoot this Borsig. He's the dangerous threat here. The Pershing, if he shoots us once, he shoots us once. You know, no big deal. Will the AT-15 kill him? Yes, he does. We're gonna change our attention now to this T-34, who we missed earlier. We don't miss this time. He's dead. Now we're looking at our mini-map, and we're noticing 2 tank destroyers over here. So that's where we're gonna go to hopefully pick up another kill. Maybe even 2 more kills. 5,000 damage done thus far. And the 53 TP. Still no shot on that guy. That's okay. We don't need him. T-32 kills our Super Pershing, but he should go down. He does. AT-15 kills him. Hello there, sir. 1 shell into him. He shoots us with heat straight in the turret. So it bounces off. No problem. He's going to try to shoot us again here. He does. It goes in. He's got 320 millimeters of penetration. I'm going to ram him and shoot this guy. Boop. Shoot him. Change our attention back to this guy. He bounces a shell off of us. And that's got to be it. What's he going to do? Set us on fire? Maybe. Who knows? We're going to do a bit of a juke here. Juke. Boop. He bounces off. We pen him. We pick him up. We kill him. 8 kills. 5,800 damage. 2,600 damage blocked. And the 53 TP. You're looking at it. You're thinking, wow, this tank looks awesome. I should get it. You're better off losing the 30 alpha damage and picking yourself up an IS-3. The IS-3 is vastly superior in my opinion. But here is the ace tanker that we needed in this tank in order to move on. Except I can't move on because I still need to grind this tank. So I forgot. I will be playing this tank some more. But there it is. 2341 is our base experience and our ace tanker and the 53 TP. How about some Rhino gameplay? Mercenary, tier 8. That was free that you could earn. And we did. Tiger 2 hull. Carnarvon Action 10 turret. Defender 122 gun. Big gun. Lots of armor. Very good tank. I believe it's 8 degrees of gun depression over the sides and 6 over the front, which is what the Tiger 2 used to be. Actually, it might be 8 over the front on this. But the Tiger 2 used to be 5 degrees. And same with the E50M and E50. 5 degrees over the front, 8 degrees over the sides. Those tanks now have 8 all the way around except behind. So that's pretty cool. Big buffs for the German tanks. I thought this tank had 10 when I first got it. I wasn't sure. But then playing it, we found out it had 8. This was my very first game and only game so far. I have not pulled it out again because this game was awesome. And so we're going to watch it here. I'm trying to get into this position where I like to shoot people as they cross to start. And we do. Quick 409 damage done just like that. 1 minute into the game. And we're going to be loaded again soon. And maybe we can shoot this guy. No shot. We're going to shoot this guy though. Boop. Put a shell in him, and we take a hit in the side. No problem. There's 1 shell, 2 shells. Any other shells coming in? 3 shells is CS, and I believe, and there's the last shell. And nope, there's another one. I believe it was the G-Sor. 4 shells we took from him. I think he bounced all 4 of them. But someone else hit us twice and penned us twice. So that's okay. We're up to 1,600 damage blocked. And now the Super Pershing is getting bold. Looking for a shot on him. Changed our mind, decided to shoot the Carnarvon. Carnarvon is easier shot, and he gave us his drive wheel. And that left drive wheel is also where the ammo rack is, and we do ammo rack him. But it doesn't matter. He fixes it, because he can fix both. Put another shell on him, leave him on 15 hit points, and he goes down. Quite a courageous push they made there into our medium tank, and it did not help. And this AMX 1375 is not a bot. That was a player emptying his mag. A lot of players do that with their autoloaders. They just sit there to empty their magazine. Not a good idea. You don't always have to empty your magazine. That's not my number 1 tip about autoloaders. You don't have to empty your magazine. If you can, for free, do it. Otherwise, it's okay to fire 1 shell. It's okay to fire 2 shells and then cycle your reload. I'm serious. You'll stay alive a lot longer. There's a charioteer down here. I wasn't quite expecting that. That's okay. His accuracy on the move is abysmal, and he does miss. We do not miss him. We have vertical stabilizer. Here comes the Chimera. He's got bad penetration. He does bounce off of us. And we're going to point our armor now this way. I'm not so much afraid of the Chimera as I am the charioteer. We get a lucky fire on the charioteer. He goes down and he dies. 2,500 damage blocked. Now it's just the Chimera, and the Chimera does not have the penetration to deal with us unless he's firing APCR. And I couldn't tell if he was or not from the range he was shooting at. It flew too quickly, but I know he might be leading us into some kind of bait. We know the G-Sor, or have a feeling the G-Sor is up there, so we're not going to pursue this push. The fact of the matter is, he knows we'll kill him if we push him, and he's not running away. Therefore, he must have a plan. And so that is not something I'm going to push into. Yep, there you go. Do you see that shot? There was a shot that just went by. Here comes the KV-3. Let's see what happens to him. He's making the place. We're going to push with him. He finishes him off, and now we're going to continue cutting straight across the swamp, trying to close the distance on this G-Sor. Hopefully we can light him up here. We have good view range. Will we see him? He puts one to us. Bounces the second. And we know he fired at least one earlier. And it looks like he's gone for a reload. Good. He penned us once. Which is too bad, but that's okay. We were willing to take the hit to make the push. I didn't want to let him reload because we knew he was already firing. And so we figured might as well take advantage of that. Now we're going to load some premium rounds because we see an OHO on the horizon. Our standard rounds cannot go through the front of an OHO. That's the issue with the Japanese heavy tanks in this game, which I don't like, is the fact that standard shells from the same tier heavies and mediums don't typically go through. Even if you're hitting weak spots, they need premium rounds. And that's like, okay, well, that's too bad. Tanks used to have weak spots. But, oh well, it is what it is. They used to have weak spots, but then they were too easy to kill. That's his back end. Okay, we'll put a free shell into him there. And he appears to be AFK. That's okay. We're going to finish him off before we go on to anyone else because we're not spotted. So may as well get the free kill here. Take it, pull back, and worry about everyone else. If that guy woke back up, or if he was the one who spotted us, we definitely wanted him out of the game so they don't know we're coming. Now, we should be able to shoot this Skoda. And if not him, the Tiger P. Hello, Skoda. Tiger P goes down. He gets killed by the Borsig. We're up to 3,600 damage. And we are nowhere near being done. G-Sword kills our Panzerjäger. We get spotted here. There he is. Put the shell in. 494 damage done. We're going to hyper angle. He's shooting AP. That does not have the penetration to do much to us. He fires only one. Realizes he's not going to get the second shot. Doesn't take it. And pulls away. Fantastic. Alright. 3 tanks in front of us. 1 tank unaccounted for. A medium tank. There he is, directly on my left. He fires one into us, bounces off. We put one into him. Gotta get this armor, keep it toward him. He's getting around us, but he's gonna have heat loaded. He bounces the second one. Pens the third. He's got one more shot, and that one hits us in the gun. Does not manage to penetrate us. The spaced armor on the side of this tank coming in clutch against the T-69 as he goes 1 for 4. Finish him off there. Skoda puts a shell into us as he was able to shoot our roof as we angled upward. We're now a one-shot with 134 hit points left. I'm going to try to finish him off here. He wants to finish us off. Oh, we rolled hyper low. 440 alpha damage. We rolled, what, 370? Less than that even? Leaving him on 21 hit points. And he's going to be able to get away. And we are a one-shot. He knows where we are. That is not good. We're up to 5,800 damage. And this game is not over yet. I mean, if you could see the hit points at the top, which you can't, you would see it's fairly close. Our striker is full health, but there's a G-Sword. He could easily drop in health real quick, especially if that Skoda puts 2 into him. But the striker's going straight for the Skoda. I can't tell. Did he just ram into him to get the kill? I don't know. He took 420 damage in the process, but he does pick up the kill. We put a shell in the CS. We're up to 2,600 damage. G-Sword on our left, CS on our right. Who are we going to shoot? We're going to go for this G-Sword. And the striker kills off the CS. Where is this G-Sword? He could kill us right here. We put a shell into him. He's not going to put a shell into us. He must be reloading, hopefully by now. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. We're up to 6,700 damage. It is 5-1. We're probably going to win this, especially since our team is converging on his location. Charioteer is charging in. He's going full charge, full Rambo, full Leroy Jenkins, and he's dead. He didn't do it. But the G-Sword doesn't have gun elevation, so I'm pretty sure we can shoot this guy for free here. And we can. He wasn't looking anyway. 7,000 damage. Bada bing. Bada boom. 5 kills. 4,200 damage blocked. Tiger 2 hull coming in clutch. 2,365 base experience points. Even more than the last game and the 53 TP. But that is going to be today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be seeing you guys all later. Thank you so much for being subscribed. Make sure if you aren't that you do, because giveaway is coming at 17,500 subscribers. And it's going to be a big giveaway. 500 American dollars is going to be given away in prizes. But that's it. I'll see you all later. Peace out, everyone.